And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Utah Jazz. And so off the tip, it's Utah. And the starting group for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Duncan. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Gervin in at the 2.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now, here is Maravich. George Gervin missing his last shot. Offensive rebound. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Parker finds Duncan. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Here is Maravich. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Okay, David, thanks. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Leonard. He's good with the little jumper in close.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Outside, Maravich. Back to Stockton. 4 on the shot clock. Malone trying to break free. Robinson with the block. The pass to Gervin. Outside, Robinson. He kicks to Parker. Takes a shot at the elbow. That one wide left.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Stockton against Duncan. Here's Malone. Here's Dantley. And no good that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Pass to Gervin. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Pete Maravich. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of this game. Good on both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Malone trying to break free. No good from Maravich.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Duncan gets it to go in.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now, here is Maravich. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Malone finishing it off.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Duncan. Rebound, Utah. Maravich with it. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
Yeah, you got to love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Parker dishes to Leonard. Pass to Duncan. Malone with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Utah. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got his second basket.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Maravich, the pass to Malone. Gervin against Maravich. Over Gervin. No good from Maravich.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Stolen by Stockton. Outside, Maravich. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Stockton against Gervin. 5 to shoot for 3. Maravich. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists in the game. Stockton against Parker. Aldridge, the pass to Duncan. Over Malone. Bank shot, no good.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now, he's hurting the team.
Now here's Stockton. Over Gervin. Stockton can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 3. And here is Gervin. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
15 seconds left in the first quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So both teams changing it up here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz out in front, up by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Gobert. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Hayward. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Griffith in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. No good there off the double clutch.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Now here's Hayward. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Kirilenko kicks to Hayward. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play. You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Utah with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Johnson against Mitchell. Kirilenko the pass to Mitchell. From deep three-point range. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Spurs trail by 3. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Elliott misses.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Andre Kirilenko unable to get his shot to go. Elliott kicks to Aldridge. Johnson outside. Back to Aldridge. The shot misses. And Utah the other way now. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell. Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
Gobert with the block. Pass to Griffith. Nice ball movement by Utah. Nice shot by Gobert.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. More up top. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
They get the rebound. It's tipped. Here's Bailey, and another shot. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The pass to Moore. It's Robinson, top of the key. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz leading by 7. Now Mitchell. Down low. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Basket counts.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Griffith passes to Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Pushing the action, Donovan Mitchell has an innate ability to make people foul him.
For Utah, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one at the line is good. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. And so he makes both from the line.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Now here is Robinson. Can't hit from 12. Now here's Mitchell. D right on him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The Jazz making a switch here. Boozer's checked in. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Here's Silas. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Moore outside. Fires from 14. Eaton grabs the miss. Eaton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a
Oh, what a play!
Watch your hand. What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Here's Duncan, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Duncan.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And the Jazz making a change here. Maravich is checked in. 1:10 left to play in the first half. Moore against Stockton. To the inside. Boozer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Jazz haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
San Antonio making a switch here. Parker's checked in, and so Boozer nails them both. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A 12-point game. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Duncan. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Outside Boozer. Stockton with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Maravich against Duncan. No good from Maravich. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Maravich against Gervin. Maravich with it. He's got 7. Shot clock at 2. Over Robinson. Who's back up. The shot's good from Eaton. Eaton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
And so it's the Utah Jazz enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They dialed up the pressure quite a bit in the second quarter at both ends, and it worked out well for them as their lead grew all the way to 12 points at the break. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition, catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
Well, I'm seeing way too much selfish play. Don't try to attack the defense 1-on-5. Move the basketball, look for others, and then get your teammates involved. That's a recipe for winning.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, Robinson is out there with Duncan. Then there's Parker. Then there's Gervin. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Maravich dishes to Stockton. Over Gervin. And it's off the back rim. No good. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Leonard. Here's Duncan. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Pass to Dantley. Nice ball movement by Utah. The shot's good from Eaton. And the Jazz lead by 12.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Pass to Duncan. Kicks it out to Leonard. Latre bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 7.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Parker against Stockton. To the middle. Gervin with the steal. Parker with no one around. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Even though he's still more of a long two-point shooter, Tony's increased his range over the years.
Maravich the pass to Eaton. Maravich against Gervin. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Maravich. Malone's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
He gets that one. That's 10 points for Tim Duncan.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Stockton. A floater. Robinson with the block. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. There's Parker with the 3. And it's Malone with the rebound. Here's Dantley. He's covered by Leonard. Stockton against Duncan. Floats one up. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Here's Griffith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here's Maravich for 3. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Malone. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Moore with it. Now Kirilenko defending. Moore passes to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now, here is Maravich. He has 7. Left side, Boozer. Bailey passes to Boozer. Maravich against Moore. Another miss by Utah.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Silas passes to Duncan. Over Boozer. No good from Duncan.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Boozer after the basket by San Antonio. Bailey passes to Maravich. Lays it up off the glass. Maravich has got 9 points.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Maravich against Moore. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Kept alive.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now, here is Maravich. He's got 9. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Bruce Bowen. The Jazz have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. He misses the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead. A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
Now here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Elliott kicks to Aldridge. To the paint. Picked off in midair.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
For the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Hayward. Gobert is out there with Robinson. Then there's John Stockton. And it's Maravich in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Stockton passes to Hayward. Shoots from 12. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Leonard. Count that one.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Now the pass to Gobert. Stockton against Johnson. And Stockton, here we go. He dishes it to Robinson. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And that's 6 straight for him on fast breaks.
Jazz trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hayward outside. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
Hey, numbers don't lie. Catch and shoot equals high percentage. Gordon Hayward with a great look.
San Antonio calls timeout. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs head coach go over the game plan during the timeout. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Now here's Gervin. Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Parker. And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside, Maravich. Kicks it to Stockton. Passes to Malone. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. That's good from Stockton, the assist by Malone.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 1. Maravich against Elliott. The feed now to Robinson. Tries again. Eaton grabs the miss. Eaton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. No good from Maravich.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Dantley following the score by Tony Parker. Puts it up from 12. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Dantley.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
That's coming up big in the clutch. Rising up and burying it.
Now here's Gervin. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Elliott. Free throw, good, Gervin. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Maravich against Parker. Eaton the pass to Stockton. Nice ball movement by Utah. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle, here's Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
I love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Gervin against Maravich. Looking to get back on track here. Robinson with the block. The 19-foot shot, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Dating all the way back to college, this is one of Kawhi's pet moves, the Sutton pull-up jumper.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 8. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Tim Duncan.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Now here's Gervin. Pete Maravich misses his last shot. Yep, that one goes.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Dantley, and they get it. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Back to Parker. From 13. Second shot opportunity, and Duncan with the layup. Duncan's got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
I love what we saw from them tonight, and I'm sure they'll try to replicate it next time out.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Gervin. Parker passes to Duncan. Here's Robinson. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Spurs lead by 12.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Pass to Dantley. Tries a 3. The offensive rebound, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.